So I'm yet to receive more than thousands. I know that a lot of people have not been able to log into cloud, and my team has resolved most of your issues. Some of you are still facing these problems. We are talking to your colleges to resolve that issues, the POCs, and getting your college registered as soon as possible. All right, so without further ado, let's go. I promise that I will take you into a machine learning hands-on activity today. So we are going to do the machine learning practice today. I know that a lot of people are not able to log in, but nonetheless, we are resolving all of your issues. A huge thanks to CSR Box team who is working day and night to resolve all of your issues. There are so many queries that we are getting, and we have so less time to resolve all of your queries. So please be patient, give us some time. All of your queries will be resolved. So we are talking to your colleges, we are getting your colleges registered, and you will be able to register to the IBM Skillsbuild platform once we complete it from our end. All right, without any wasting time, let me share these slides with you that I have designed for you today. And a warm welcome to our sixth masterclass. We have been together for the last 2 weeks, and it's been amazing teaching you. And I know that a lot of you have learned a lot from the courses that you have been doing online. I see a lot of people have completed their second deliverable, that is fundamentals of AI, and that will give a solid understanding of artificial intelligence concepts that you can apply on your daily life. Let's move ahead with one more use case. We have already designed a chatbot, and some of you have designed amazing websites where you are putting these chatbots. I was seeing a lot of chatbot links. Some people are also tagging me on LinkedIn and sending me their screenshots. And I'm really proud that you are using all of this knowledge to build something for yourself. Remember that it is free for 365 days. So you can use it for your own business purposes as well as the academic purposes. People who are asking me where should you upload the second deliverable, our team from CSR Box will let you know where to upload that deliverable. I will move ahead with my class. Let me share these amazing slides that I have designed for you. And all right, welcome to machine learning using Watson Studio. Okay, we will have a round where I will solve your queries right now. Please don't share these queries in the chat box. Let me move forward with the lesson, and then we will resolve your queries. I know a lot of people are not able to log in. Be patient, learn something from these videos. When you are able to log in, when the team solves your issues, you will design your own models. All right, so I have a lot of in store for you in today's class. Today's class will be a hands-on activity, as well as I will teach you something which is more advanced. So machine learning using Watson Studio, we are going to learn. We already know about machine learning, right? In the first masterclass, I introduced you to machine learning, and you have been also learning machine learning in the AI fundamentals course. So machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence and computer science that focuses on using data and algorithms to enable AI to imitate the way humans learn, gradually improving its accuracy. We see that machine learning is learning from data, finding some patterns in data, and adjusting its weights and biases so to predict the final outcome. Machine learning can be done with two ways. One is the classical machine learning, and one, it can also be done with the help of deep learning. We learned that in our first masterclass itself, right? And in our first masterclass, we also learned types of machine learning, right? They were supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. We were classifying fruits, if you remember. Fruits were classified into apples, banana, and oranges, or mango, all these, right? So we were designing a fruit classification system in the masterclass 1. And with supervised learning, we used label data, that means photos with the name. In unsupervised learning, we just gave photos and the machine learning predicted the outcome. And in reinforcement learning, we used the rewards and penalties. That means if a machine learning model is predicting right, then we are giving it a reward. And if it is not predicting right, we are giving it a penalty. You must have been learning all these three types of machine learning in the AI fundamentals course also. And I believe that you have a solid understanding of all these three concepts. Now, let's apply it today. And today we are going to learn the steps of machine learning, how to make our own machine learning model. Remember that by the end of this internship, you have to submit a project. So in that project, you can make a machine learning project or a chatbot one. That's up to your choice. But if you are interested in making data predict and make wonders for you, then this masterclass is for you. So we are going to learn steps of machine learning, how to create our own machine learning model. And we are also going to curate data for machine learning, training and test data. What is it and why do we need it? We will use Watson Studio for classification. That is the discrimination process. So we are going to design a kidney stone detection model. So with the help of data, we will be able to detect whether the person has kidney stone or not. And that will be your hands-on activity for today. I am also going to use Watson Studio for predicting stock market trends. So I promised you in the last masterclass that we will be predicting trends on stock market and on weather. So we will be predicting the stock market trends, as well as we will be detecting if a person has kidney stone or not. There is a personal story involved with this kidney stone detection method, and I will tell you that story when we will begin our class. So steps of machine learning. A machine learning particularly has 5 steps. The first step is to get the data. We know that in machine learning, data is really important, right? If we have data, then only we can train machine learning. The more data that we have, the better our model will be. So the first step is to get the data. The second step is to clean, prepare, and manipulate the data. So data might have some errors. There might be some omissions, right? So in a data, there is a need to clean and prepare it for machine learning. Because if there is missing data or if there is incorrect data, then our model will also predict incorrectly. So we need to get data. We need to polish it. That is called data pre-processing. Okay, the step is called data pre-processing. That means before sending it to machine learning algorithm, we are pre-processing the data. We are cleaning, preparing, and manipulating the data. Then we will train our model. So we will use machine learning algorithms to train our model. Then we will test our model on test data. So we will have some data result for testing our model. And the final step is to improve our model. If the test results are satisfactory, that means that if the prediction is right and if the classification is right, or if it is wrong, then we will improve it, right? We will give the machine learning model more data. We will tweak our machine learning algorithm. We will use an algorithm which has less error, and then our machine learning model will be perfect. So 5 steps of designing a machine learning model: get the data, clean and prepare and manipulate the data. That means pre-processing. Train the model using algorithms from machine learning. Test the data, the model that you have achieved. You will test this, and if there is a discrepancy, then we will improve that model. So we'll do all this with the help of Watson Studio, and let's get started. The first step is to get data for machine learning, and that's the most important step. So to get the data for machine learning, we need to understand the problem first that we are solving using machine learning. All right. So if you can define a problem really well, half of the battle is already won. So to reach to a solution, we need to understand the problem first. So it is very important for the model that you are designing or for the machine learning that you are designing. What is the problem that you are solving with AI or machine learning? If you understand that problem, then only you will be able to curate the data required for that problem. So the second step here is to define the data requirements. Whether the data is structured, where you require the unstructured data, what are the specific variables you need, what are the constraints that you have in the data. right? You know the type of data and structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. I have covered this in Masterclass 1. Structured data is labeled data. It can be neatly organized in rows and columns. Unstructured data doesn't have a organization like our emails, social media posts, and semi-structured data has some of the organization, right? So we need to define the data requirement for my machine learning model. Should I use structured data? Should I use unstructured data? Or should I use the semi-structured data? That depends on the problem that I am solving. Okay. Then the third step is to collect the data. Now, collecting data might involve various methods, and that depends on the type of data that you have. So if you want to collect the text data in the web, you will use web scraping. I told you in the large language models that we will use web crawlers to crawl the whole websites, extract all text from there and put it in a file to train our large language model, right? So if you are training your large language model, you will need to extract text. For that, we will use web scraping. You can also use APIs, databases. You can also conduct surveys to collect that data. You can use sensor for data collection like weather sensors, humidity sensor, or something else. You can also even use manual data entry. Okay, so all of these methods you can use to collect the data. After collecting the data, we need to divide this data into training and test data. What is training and what is test data? So training data is the data that you will train your model on. So suppose you are designing a kidney stone prediction data and you have 300 of the entries of the patients. So you will divide this data in two parts. One is the training data and one is the test data. So the training data is usually 90% of the total data. So the training data is used to train the model. The model will extract patterns and features from this data and make the predictions. Now, these predictions we will test on the data. This test data, we already know the output, right? Because this is the data that we have collected and we know the output. So we will use our model to predict that test data. Okay. So once the model predicts correctly, we will say that the model is accurate. If it predicts incorrectly, or if it predicts with a less probability, maybe it predicts only 50% of the test results correctly, then we will tune the model again, okay, using some other algorithm or providing more data or tweaking our model. So our test data is 10% of the actual data. That's kind of like the norm. And the model tests all these predictions that it makes on the training data on test data and checks for accuracy. We will learn training and test data when our Watson will divide it. And we will also learn how to create the performance metrics or the confusion metrics for the test results and see that if our model is working right or not. Let's move ahead. Okay, so machine learning with Watson, you have to focus on the first step only. Remember, I told you that there are 5 steps of machine learning. But if we use Watson's capability or Watson's AI capability, then you need to focus on the first step only. Okay, that means to get the data. That means to focus on the problem that you are solving and to get the data relevant to that problem. Once you know the problem that you are solving and the data that you need to solve the problem, Watson will take care of the step 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means Watson will already pre-process the data. Whatever data deficiencies are there, Watson will fill that up and Watson will clean that data. Watson will prepare that data for training. Watson will automatically train that data using different models. Okay, so there are different models in machine learning. There is regression, there is linear regression, there is multiple linear regression, there is non-linear regression, polynomial regression, and then there are decision trees, there is random forest. So there are different algorithms. But with Watson, we don't need to think about these algorithms. So what Watson does is it trains this data that we have in all these models parallelly, creating pipelines. Now it chooses the model which predicts best when we apply it to the test data. So for the accuracy, for the maximum accuracy, it chooses the algorithm which is working the best. And then we can tweak some of the features of Watson Studio, and we can improve upon the predictions or the results that we are getting from Watson Studio. So we need to focus on just first step, that is to get the data, identify the problem, and create that data set. Also a little on improving our model. Okay, so just the step 1 a lot and step 5 a little will make our machine learning model. So are you excited to make the Watson's machine learning model today with me? I am really excited to show you how to make one machine learning model, that is kidney stone detection. All right, so back in 2020, I suffered from kidney stone after the second wave of COVID. So I had severe COVID for 10 days, and I did not know after 9th day of having COVID that I will get up the next day or not. It was that bad. And the doctor advised me to give steroids. And I took steroids, but these steroids caused the kidney stones. So they deposited on the kidney, and it caused a 3 mm kidney stone. And it was excruciating pain. I mean, if you have a kidney, if you have had a kidney stone, I really wish that you have not had a kidney stone in life. But if you had a kidney stone before, you know how painful it is. It it almost feels like somebody has stabbed you in the stomach. Okay, that much pain I was experiencing that night. So kidney stones are hard deposits made of minerals that form in your kidneys, and they cause pains. So the method of detection, so I went to the doctor, and the doctor asked me for a urine sample, and I gave the urine sample. And the detection method is that the doctor looks for these things in the urine sample. Okay, so high level of minerals like calcium and oxalate, presence of blood, crystals that indicate some stone formation, and pH levels to assess acidity. Now I was suffering from kidney pain, and doctor was doing all these tests, and it was unbearable. And the doctor was taking a lot of time because there were lots of patients, and he had to check reports of all these patients. So I thought, why not I teach you to design a kidney stone detection method using Watson Studio, so that it takes up the work of doctor and uses an AI or ML model to easily detect whether the person has kidney stone or not. Of course, it will not be as perfect as a doctor, right? Because doctor has done training, he has the knowledge, and he knows whether these cases have occurred in the past or not. But let's see how much a machine can help in this process. So if I had got this, this early intervention, that I took my test for the urine, I took my sample for the urine test, and a machine detected whether I had kidney stone or not, and then I would move forward for the other tests. So it would save me some time, and it would save me some pain, right? So let's design that model today using Watson Studio. So I told you that the first thing, or the first step of designing a machine learning model is to define the problem statement, right? The problem statement here is to develop a machine learning model to predict the presence of kidney stone based on urine analysis data, including mineral levels, crystal formation, pH levels, to enable early detection and timely treatment. All right, so this is also aligning with the SDG goals that I defined on the chatbot training day, right? These are your problem statements that you have to design a solution for. This aligns with the goal of better health services, right? So there is a SDG goal of health and safety. So to align it with this, so we can design a machine learning model to predict the presence of kidney stone based on urine analysis data, including mineral levels, crystal formation, and pH levels. So to enable early detection and timely treatment. So it is very important to identify the problem that you are solving, because if you don't identify the problem, or if you don't define the problem correctly, then you will not be knowing what data to collect to train the model. right? Here I know that a doctor takes up these considerations, that mineral levels, crystal formation, pH levels, that I can use this data. Okay, so now the second step was to define the data requirements. So now we will define the data requirements. So this is the data that actually comes out from a urine report. So the gravity, that refers to urine specific gravity, which measures the concentration of particles in urine. Higher specific gravity can indicate dehydration, which may contribute to kidney stone formation. So we are checking for dehydration by checking the urine specific gravity. Okay. We will also measure the pH of urine, because there are instruments that can measure the pH. So more, if a urine is highly acidic or highly alkaline, then it will have more chances of kidney stones. We will also measure osmolality, which is the measure of concentration of solutes in urine. Higher osmolarity means that the urine is concentrated, which will increase the risk of stone formation. We will also collect the data of conductivity, which means higher ionic content of urine. So higher conductivity will indicate that higher concentration of mineral is there in the urine that can form stones in the kidney. Okay. We will also detect the quantity of urea, which is a waste product found in urine. Higher urea levels will indicate a higher concentration of urine, potentially leading to stone formation. And finally, calcium level detection. So higher level of calciums in urine are a common cause of kidney stone. So particularly calcium oxalate stones. So I know that I need to collect data regarding the gravity, pH, osmolality, conductivity, urea, and calcium. So if I know the data of a patient of all these variables, then my model will be able to predict whether the person has kidney stone or not. Okay, so the third step is to collect the samples. Now, what we will do is we will collaborate with some lab chemists, the lab which does all these experiments, pathology lab that we call it, right? So we will collaborate with some pathology lab, and we will collect these samples for this data of more than 100 patients. So the more the data that we have, the better our model will be. Now here I have collected this data of 103 patients with labels. Remember, this is a structured way, structured data. So this is the label data. Now I have, you must have read in AI ethics that we only collect the data that is required. That's why there is no patient name here, right? If we, get that, to make it more robust, so that nobody can harm anyone, we are omitting the data that is not required. So person's name is not required, so we are not keeping it there. We are only keeping the data which is relevant to us. So gravity, pH, osmolality, conductivity, urea, calcium, and target. Now this target is the output. So this data already has the output of these people and their data of the urine sample. Okay. So if a target is 0, that means there is no kidney stone. If the target is 1, that means there is a kidney stone. Okay. So I will quickly show you this data. I will share my screen and show you the data that I have. And it is, sorry, it is here. I have kept it on the desktop. And this is the data. Okay, so I will show you the data this here. Data I have collected for 103 people. So I get this data downloaded from Kaggle. You can also download the same data from Kaggle. Kaggle is a website where you can download all of these data sets from. But in reality, if you want to make this project for real life use cases, you will collaborate with some pathology lab, get that data from there, and train your machine learning model on that data. Okay. So for my teaching purposes, I get it from Kaggle. So on the last column here, the 0 represents that these patients did not have any kidney stone, and these 1 represent that these patients had the kidney stone. So this is the data of 103 samples. The same data I will also give you so that you will also use this to train your own machine learning model and learn today. Okay, so let me quickly share this. And get your data from here. This is the URL that you will need to go to. You will receive this URL also in your WhatsApp messages, because some of you are not able to copy it from the chat box. So I will share this URL in the chat box also. Let me quickly share that. Go to this URL and download the file from there. Okay, I pasted this URL in the chat box. Go to this URL and click on this URL and download this kidney stone detection.csv file. Okay. Kidney stone detection.csv file. If you are not able to do it from the chat box, then do it with the WhatsApp messages that you are receiving. It will also be on the WhatsApp group from CSR box. So you will receive this. Go to that link and download it from here. I am going to wait for the next 2 minutes for all of you to download this dataset and be ready for training our own machine learning model with Watson Studio. All right, if you have downloaded, just give me a thumbs up so that I know that all of you are at the same page. Download this and give me a thumbs up. All right, I will wait for the next 30 seconds for all of you to download this data, and we will be ready with our data set to be trained using machine learning model. All right, let's move ahead. If you have not downloaded, then download it in the background. Meanwhile, let's not waste time and get ahead in this class. So you already know this process. We will use IBM Cloud resources. So go to IBM Cloud using the link. I'm going to copy and paste this link again in the chat box. I know that you already know this link. You have been there in my last masterclass. Go to IBM Cloud, click on the login with IBM ID. Your college ID is your IBM ID. So you have to enter your college ID here and then continue. And after continuing, just enter your password. I have sent it to the meeting chat box and you can go and log into IBM ID. Okay, so you enter your password. You can go to IBM ID. You can enter your password here and log in. Okay. Once you log in, you will reach a dashboard like this. This is your IBM Cloud Dashboard. You are already familiar with this because you have designed your own chatbot. If you have not attended my last masterclass, no need to worry. This masterclass is fresh, so you will not require any knowledge from the last masterclass. However, I recommend you that you attend my last masterclass because you have to deliver the chatbot link, because that's also an important deliverable for your internship, right? So you need to design your own chatbot, send that link to us. That will be counted as an attendance. So but nonetheless, if you have not attended, go to YouTube and attend that class. But if you are here, then we will start again from the scratch. So if you are at this dashboard, you are already familiar with this. We will do the next step, which is to create our resource, right? So I will wait for everyone to log into IBM Cloud. Those who have not got their IDs and those who are not able to log into IBM Cloud, please be patient. Watch this masterclass. Remember these steps, learn from this, and whenever CSR Box team solves your queries and gives you the ID and the cloud access, you will design your own machine learning models. Thank you so much for being patient and being so empathetic. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to create the new resource. We'll click on create resource option here. Those who are facing any problem, they can use incognito browser or clear their cache if you are not able to log into IBM Cloud. We will take a query resolving session after I design the first machine learning model. So till then, you have to wait and watch. Those who are logged into IBM Cloud, they will do it along with me. You know the process. I will do it on the slides first. So I will show you the process. Then I will do it along with you. So when I show it on the cloud or the slides, it will be a little faster. I am taking you through the process. And then when I design it on the browser along with you, I will do it slowly so that you also learn the process. All right, so let's start. Now we have our data with us that we have collected, and we have our access to IBM Cloud. So the first thing that we will do is we will create a new resource. We'll click on create resource and a catalog will open. In this catalog, we will type Watson Studio. Remember in the previous masterclass yesterday, we were typing Watson Assistant. So Watson Assistant is one technology that will design chatbots. Watson Studio is for machine learning and AI. So we will click on this Watson Studio icon here. That looks like this, Watson Studio. We will reach a window like this where we have to create an instance, right? So we need to create a server instance. So I will select Del S because Del S gives me more functionality from this drop down here, and be sure that you are selecting the free plan that gives you 10 capacity unit hours monthly, 1 vCPU and 4 GB RAM, 4 vCPU and 16 GB RAM according to your requirements. Okay, so I will select Del S, click on this I have read and agree the license agreement, and click on create. Once I click on create, I will reach here. Okay, so Watson Studio in Cloud Pack for data and Watson X. Here I need to launch in IBM Cloud Pack for data. Okay, I don't need to select this IBM Watson X. We will use IBM Watson X in our next masterclass on 27th when we will train, fine-tune our own large language model. We will not use this. We will use IBM Cloud Pack for data. So we will select this and it will ask you to provide your information. In the company name, type your college name. Okay, in the company name, type your college name. In the phone number, type your phone number and continue. Once you hit continue, you will be reaching a window like this. Let's all reach here together. I'm going to share my screen and do these steps with you. All right, so I am here logged in to my dashboard. I have borrowed a student's ID so that I am also seeing the same page that you are seeing. So let's create a resource. Here, you already know the process. This blue button here, click on create resource. In the catalog, I will type Watson Studio. Remember, Watson Assistant for chatbot, Watson Studio for machine learning and AI. Let's click on this Watson Studio one. and it will take me to this. Here, I will select Dallas. Okay. Dallas, because Dallas gives more functionality. And I will select this free plan. I will not choose professional or anything. I will choose this light plan, which is free for me. And I will click on this. I have read and agree to license agreements. Okay. Remember the process. Click on create a resource, select Watson Studio and click on Watson Studio. You will be here. Select Dallas from here. And I have read and agree to following license agreement and create. Okay. Once I create this, it will take me to this page here. Watson Studio in Cloud Pack for Data and Watson X. I will launch this in Cloud Pack for Data. Okay. Remember, you don't need to launch it to Watson X. You will see another window. You need to launch it in Cloud Pack for Data. That is also default, but still you need to select this one, Cloud Pack for Data, and it will be launched in a new window. Okay, it will ask me for my login ID again. It might ask some of you to put in the login information. I think I will need to. Okay. Okay, let me quickly do that. And the password is this. It might ask some of you it might not. Okay. So now it is asking me for information. In company name, you type the college name. So suppose I type SEPT and your phone number. I will not reveal mine. And yeah, I'm going to share the another screen. Okay. So you need to put in your phone number also. And I'll just quickly put it there and continue. So you put in your college name and phone number and continue, and you will reach here, what I'm seeing. Okay. So if you are here, then congratulations. We have created our first machine learning instance. That means that we have registered our server on machine learning, right? So we have dedicated a space for machine learning. We have chosen the Dallas server because it is more functional. I will wait for the next 2 minutes for all of you to be here. I will repeat the steps one more time using my PPT. Okay, let me just quickly do that. Share and go to PPT. Yeah. So what we did, we logged into IBM Cloud. We already know this window, this dashboard. We go to create resource on the top right corner. Click on create resource. Type on the catalog Watson Studio. Click on Watson Studio and select the Dallas server. I have read and agree to following license agreement and then click on create. Once I click on create, I will reach this window where it shows Watson Studio in Cloud Pack for Data and Watson X. I will launch this in IBM Cloud Pack for Data. Okay, once I launch this, then I will have to provide some information, my company name. In the company name, you need to provide your college name, okay, and the phone number. And then click on continue and you will reach this page where it is showing you to build and manage ML models using Watson Studio. All right, if you are experiencing any difficulty, okay, some people are asking what after Dallas. Okay, so I will just go back to this step. After selecting Dallas here, I check on this. I have read and agree to following license agreement here. And when I check this create option will be there. And I click on this create and I reach this window, Watson Studio in Cloud Pack for Data and Watson X. And I launch in Cloud Pack for Data. When I launch it here, I enter the company name. The company name is your college name. Phone number is your phone number and you continue and you reach here. Okay, so I will wait for you to reach here and We will begin after 1 minute. For some of you, the cloud must be loading slow because you are also using Zoom with this, right? So the bandwidth that it takes is a little more. So please be patient, refresh the page, follow the steps again, and you will be able to log in. If you are not able to log in, that means the cloud has been cached on your browser. So you need to go to incognito, clear the cache, and then log in again. You already know how to log into IBM Cloud. The link is in the chat box. So you need to go to the chat box, get that link, log into IBM Cloud, and then reach to this stage. So I will wait for some of you to reach here, and I will take a little break. All right, let's get back. I hope that a lot of you have reached to this stage. Now you need to select this one, Provision Watson Machine Learning, because we are doing machine learning in Watson, right? So we are going to provision Watson Machine Learning. We are going to select this tab and then click on Next to go to this page. When you click on Next, it will ask you to create an instance. Now this instance is in Watson Machine Learning. So Watson Machine Learning instance. And again, you need to select a region. Frankfurt is good. No need to change that to Dallas again. Frankfurt is very good for Watson Machine Learning instance. The plan should be light plan and it should be free. Click on this create option and move ahead. So once you click on create, you will reach here where it will ask you to build and manage ML models. Now, at this page, you will select new project because we are making a new project. You will select this new project and click next. Okay. Once we click next, it will ask us some details about the project. The name is kidney stone detection. Description is predicting kidney stone in a patient using machine learning. Okay. So I will define the name, I will define description, and I will click create. Remember, I am just using this PPT to show the steps. I will do it with you. So please be patient. I will be doing it slow at that time. So I will just quickly repeat it again. We were here. We clicked on provision Watson machine learning. We clicked on next and we reached this page. At this page, we are creating an instance for Watson machine learning. We checked on this Frankfurt one, click on create and click on this new project and next. After next, we will provide some details of the project, right? Kidney stone detection, predicting kidney stone in a patient using machine learning. And we click on this create option here. Once we click on create, it will open a dashboard like this. Okay, let's do it together. All of you who have reached with me to this step, I will quickly share my screen where I have reached now. I have reached here. Okay. Here I need to select this provision Watson machine learning. At any cost, please do not cross this. If you have done this, then I don't know how to solve your problem. So don't get ahead of me because I will miss, if you miss any step that I'm showing here, that means a problem for you. Okay, it might create a problem that I will not be able to solve because I will not have that much bandwidth to solve all of your doubts. So please, please, please be with me. Don't move ahead. So you click on this provision Watson machine learning and also don't be impatient to explore this by your own. You will get ample time after this masterclass to explore this IBM Cloud Watson. So please do that after the class. Right now, be with me and follow the steps that I am following so that you don't miss any step. So we'll click on this provision Watson machine learning, click on next, and it will load like this instance. If you go down, scroll down. So you will have this service name here, Watson Machine Learning KB, which is you just need to remember this, the last one, KB. Okay, so I remember that it is KB for me. It might be RW for you. It might be some other thing. Okay, I will go back to scroll back to above, and here in my light plan, I am selecting free one, and the reason is dollars automatically for me. I will not change that. Why change it? If it is Frankfurt for you, it is fine also. Now I will click on this create one. Whatever region is here, no need to worry about that. Okay, do not need you don't need to worry because these servers are all good. You click on create, and it will create a Watson machine learning instance for you. It will take some time and you will reach a window like this. Again, do not cut this. Okay, do not do this. We are going to create a new project. We will click on this new project one and select next. Once I click next, it will ask me the details of my project. Okay, let's all together type our details. The details is kidney stone detection. Okay, the name of my project is kidney stone detection, and the purpose is the ML model will detect if a patient has kidney stone or not. Okay, so quickly type your name and description of your model. Once I type the name and description, click on create. Okay, it will already create a cloud object storage for you. We have created this cloud object storage in the last masterclass, right? So it will pick it up from there. And you click on this create and it will create this project. Okay, let's wait. It will take some time to create a project because a lot of people are now working on cloud together. All right, so I am here in this page. Okay, so if you are here, congratulations to you. If you are not, I'm going to repeat these steps one more time. So if you missed any step, I will repeat this with the help of my PPT. Let's do that. And I share my PPT, which is, there it is. Okay, yeah. And let's go back to this stage. Here in the catalog, type IBM Watson Studio, click on Watson Studio, choose Dallas from here, select this one. I have read and agree to the following license agreement, click on create and launch in with Cloud Pack for data. Okay, once we launch in, provide your company name, which is your college name, your phone number, and click on continue. Once you click on continue, you will reach a window like this. Here you need to select provision Watson machine learning, this one, and click on next. Okay. Once you click on next, you will be reaching Watson machine learning. Okay. So this instance creation, select any region, whatever is there, and click on create. You click on create. You click on this new project, create a project, and then add data to get started. Click on next and give description of your project. Name is kidney stone detection, predicting kidney stone in a patient using machine learning, and click on create. Once you click on create, you will reach this page with me. Okay. So the first step is to add the data to our model, right? The model will predict only with the data. So yeah, so the model will predict with data, so we need to add the data, right? So we will select on this one, add data to work with. Now I have already given you the data set, right? You have that kidney stone data set of 103 samples. So we need to upload that data here. So we'll click on this add data to work with, and I will go to this right corner. Okay, do not click on new asset. Go to this right corner which says upload data files. I will click on this tab here, drop data files or browse files to upload. And this kidney stone detection, it should be kidney stone detection for you. Okay, so kidney stone detection, you have saved it on desktop or wherever you have saved it, you open it from there. Kidney stone detection, click on this and open. Once you click on open, a green check mark will show here. Okay, it says uploaded. And after some time, it will also reflect in the assets under data. Okay, kidney stone urine analysis .csv. It should be kidney stone detection .csv for you. Okay, so our data set has been uploaded. Now work with this data set to create our own machine learning model. Okay, don't worry, we will do this step together. I will do this slowly. Let's upload our data. So we were here. Okay, I was here. Now click on this add data to work with. If you are here, then click on add data to work with. And I can use this import assets also. It will show this also to you, but don't use this. You can also use this when you select local file and all these things, but it will complicate the process. So what you do is you cut this. Okay, you cross this and use this upload data file option and go to that file. I have it under Masterclass 6, kidney stone detection, and open this. Okay, once you open it, it will start uploading here. And a green check mark will show when it gets uploaded. Let's wait for some time to get it uploaded. You also upload your own data, and I am waiting for my own data to be uploaded. All right, so my data has been uploaded and it is detecting here. Okay, kidney stone detection.csv, this file here. Now I need to select if you have done this, if you have reached, uploaded your data, congratulations. If you have not, let me repeat these steps one more time. Okay, so we were here and yeah, we were on this screen previously. You will click on add data to work with. You will click on this one and there will be a window which will say import data. You just cross that. Okay, if you are encountering a window like that, cross that. It will complicate the process. Upload data files, you need to click on this right link here to upload. Click on this, you will find your file wherever you have stored it. Click on that and click open. Once you click on open, it will take some time to load and it will be uploaded. Okay, uploaded and it will reflect here. Okay, one more time. Add data to work with, drop files here to upload, select that file, it will be uploaded, and you have that file here. All right, so if you are here with me, very good. I'll wait for the next 30 seconds for all of you to be at the same page. I will also read the chat box for quite a while so that I can solve some of your queries. Some of you have not attended the last lecture, so you don't have the storage. So it will ask you to attach a storage. So you just go ahead with the process of using the storage. Some of you are experiencing that you have only one, you can only have one instance of the light plan per service. That means you have already created a Watson machine learning instance. at some point when you were exploring the cloud. So you will need to delete that instance. So to delete that instance, let me quickly show you those steps. Those who are facing this problem that it is saying you can only have one instance of a light plan per service. So what you will need to do is you'll need to delete that to create a fresh one. So I'll quickly share my screen to resolve this query of students, those who are asking me what if, yeah, let me quickly share the screen. What if you already have an instance? So you go here, you click on this, sorry, you don't go here. No, not on this one. You go to this service details, you go to IBM Cloud, your dashboard, okay? This dashboard you already have. You go to this right corner, click on resource list. So once you click on resource list, it will show you all of your resources. So go to this AI machine learning and the instance you will have here of Watson Studio. So you already will have this instance. Okay. So you click on these three dots and delete this instance. Once you do this, you will be able to follow the steps and you will be able to log in. Okay. For those who have reached here, I will move ahead from these steps. Okay, so we were here. So we have uploaded our data. Now Watson has our data. Now let's add the machine learning algorithm to detect if the kidney stone is there or not in this data. Okay, so let's move ahead. To create a machine learning model, I need to add a new asset. I need to add a machine learning algorithm or a way to implement machine learning, and that I will add with a new asset. Once I click on this new asset, I will go to this work with models because now I am going to create a machine learning model, right? So I go to this work with models, and here I can see a lot of options of how I can use Watson for designing my own machine learning model. Okay, so one way is to do it automatically. We are going to use that. Second way is to build model as a visual flow. So there is drag and drop option of building a model. You can explore it later after this masterclass. You can, if you are familiar with data and processing it on Python and R, you can also upload your Python and R notebooks and work with data and models in Python or R. So if you know how to process data with Python and R, IBM Watson will provide you resources to deploy your models also with your Python and R notebooks. Okay. If you are solving any optimization problem, that means maybe a gradient descent or some other optimization problem, then you can also use this option. You can also train model on distributed data. You can also write R notebooks and scripts. So there are a lot of options here on how you can design your own machine learning model using Watson Studio. Okay, I will select this one, build machine learning models automatically, because we are going to use Watson's AI auto AI feature that builds these machine learning models automatically. Okay, so let's use that. We will select this one and we will define our details. The name should be kidney stone detection. Description will be this model will detect kidney stone on the basis of urine test results. And then what I need to do is I need to associate a machine learning service instance. Okay. So I associate a machine learning service instance. Some of you, if you reload, it will automatically associate it. For some of you, you will have to do it manually. So to do it manually, I will click on this link and it will open me a page like this. So you created a machine learning instance in the previous step. So you check mark on this machine learning instance and associate it with this. Okay. So your instance will be here and you click on create and it says welcome to Auto AI, and you can design AI and ML models automatically using Watson Studio. Okay. I'm going to do it with you. So if you are following along with me, I'm going to share my screen where I was here and all of you were here also. We had uploaded our own data set, right? Now we need to create a model. To create a machine learning model, we will click on this new asset. So we click on this and we go to this work with model option. You can also find build models automatically here itself. But if you're not finding it here, go to work with models. Okay, this is a better way of doing this. Work with models and select this build machine learning model automatically. Okay, I'll share my screen. Build machine learning model automatically. This one. Okay. And enter the detail. It says kidney stone prediction, and the purpose of this auto AI experiment is to detect kidney stone in patient according to the data. Okay. And we associate a machine learning service instance. And this is for me, Watson Machine Learning KB. And I select this one and click on create. Okay. Once I click on create, it will show this machine learning instance here. And I click create for this machine learning instance. And I will reach a page where I can design my model now. Okay, so configure auto AI experiment. So we are using auto AI. So we can configure an auto AI experiment at this step. What we will do is we already have this data here. So I will quickly stop here so that all of you reach here. I am going to explain these steps one by one. Please be sure that you are not missing any step. If you are missing a step, then that means that you will face some error. Okay, so if you are randomly not selecting the options that I am selecting, you might encounter some errors. Okay, so we went here, we uploaded our own data. We had this data, kidney stone .csv. We went to this new asset, click on this and go to work with models. Once we go to work with model, we will select build machine learning models automatically, this auto AI option. You click on this, define the details, name, description, and then associate a machine learning service instance. You click on this one and the machine learning service instance will be here. You associate it, click on create, and your machine learning model will be created. It will say welcome to auto AI and you will see a page like this. Okay, I'll wait for the next 2 minutes at this page, and I will take a short break of 2 minutes. I will wait for all of you to reach here. Those who are,
Hello, Amit. Am I
yes,
audible?
yes,
Actually, students are messaging me on personal that they are not receiving the option of automotive AI. So what they'll have to do next?
they must have missed some of the step. So if you have missed some step, then that option will not be available.
Oh,
Okay, so let me just see how to fix that. Okay, let me
oh,
just see
thank
how
you.
to fix that. It might be that they must have chosen some other reason. I think they needed to select the Dallas one. Let me just quickly check if it is available in Frankfurt. I'll just go and check with my other ID where I have created it with Frankfurt. And if it is not available for Frankfurt, I would request everyone to delete that instance. I will show how to delete the instance and select the Dallas one. Okay, we will do that. Let me quickly do check if Auto AI is not for Frankfurt. Okay, let me just quickly check. It is not working for my Frankfurt option also. So, people who have selected Dallas, and if it is working fine for you, just give me a thumbs up, please. If it is working fine for you, so that I know that it is working fine for some people. Those who have selected Dallas and it is working for you. Okay, so those who have selected Dallas in that step, it is working for you. Let's solve this problem for other people who have selected the Frankfurt one. Thank you so much for resolving this query. Let's quickly do that, and let's go to our screen, and we were here. Okay, so if you have selected the wrong instance, that means the Frankfurt one. So what you need to do is you need to go on this one. Okay, skip this, go to this where you have this IBM Cloud, go to the dashboard. Only for those who are experiencing an error, those who have already chosen Dallas, please don't delete your instance. Okay, this is only for people who have selected Frankfurt, and it was my mistake that I asked you to select Frankfurt, and frankly that's I admit that I should not have done that. I should have asked you to select Dallas only. So Frankfurt one, if you have selected, go to this one, go to resource list. All right. Resource list, go to this AI and ML. You will have three things here. If you have already attended a chatbot one, so there will be Watson X Assistant, there will be Watson Studio and Watson Machine Learning. So you need to delete this one only, okay? This Watson Machine Learning, which is not Dallas, you delete that one only, okay? So you click on these three options and delete here, okay? Once you delete this, you will reach again to this this page, and you cut this, you start the process, you log into cloud, you create a resource. So you delete this and you click on this one. Okay. You delete this and you click on this, and it will take you to your Dallas instance. Okay. So you will be here. Now you launch in and choose Dallas in the next steps. Okay. So those who are experiencing problem, go to this, click on resource list, go to AI ML, delete the first one which says Frankfurt. यहाँ पे Frankfurt होगा. Delete this and click on this. Okay, click on this, and once you click on this, sorry, I'll just see if it, yeah. Once you click on this, launch this on IBM Cloud Pack for data, and choose the Dallas region from there. Once you choose it, you will be at this page. Okay, follow the steps and you will be at this stage. I will wait for 3 minutes for all of you who have resolved the who have this query, and one more time I will repeat these steps so that all of you know. Again, go to IBM Cloud, this dashboard, right top left, go to resource list and delete this, and go to Watson Studio 4.6 and launch it in Dallas. If someone has solved this problem, let me know. And if it is resolved, then let me know that it is working for you. Okay. Shubham is saying that resolved. Okay, so we get to the root of this problem. Thank you so much for helping me out that we have resolved this issue. And Jackson has also resolved this problem. Thank you so much. Okay, so quickly, those people who have not been able to resolve this problem, let me know. I'll help you with this. And yeah, so there might be an issue with the project name. Okay, if you are creating this, there might be an issue with the project name. So you need to rename it a little bit for some of the people, because the project might already be created. So you need to rename it, say kidney stone detection 1, maybe. Okay, so for people who are facing issues like this, so rename it to kidney stone detection 1. All right, so I will, yeah, you will have to create a new project again. The issue will be resolved. You will have to go through the process again because you have deleted the previous one. You have created a new instance. So go through the whole process and create a new project, upload the data set. The data set will be uploaded and we will train that. Okay. So let's reach here. Okay. So kidney stone prediction. Now we will select the data from project. Okay, here, if you are here, then let me quickly show you the PPTs. And where are they? I think they are here. Okay, so after this, if you are seeing a screen like this, please stop doing anything. Let's quickly move with steps, and then I will do it with you. Okay. So select the data from project, because it asks for the data files, right? But we have already uploaded the data in the previous step. So we'll select the data from project here and go to data asset here and check mark on this kidney stone urine analysis. You will have kidney stone detection. Check mark on this and click on this select asset. And once you click on this, your asset will be added to this page. Okay. And once you click on these three dots here, you can preview your data, the data that you have. Click on preview data and it will show you this database. Okay, this gravity, pH, osmo level, conductivity, urea, calcium, and target. So it shows the distribution of the data also, how the data is distributed, and target has only two options, which are 0 and 1. Okay, so let me do it with you. We were at step this. Okay, I will select the data from project and go to data asset. Okay, we have to select this third option, the data asset one, and select this kidney stone detection and go to select asset. Okay, once I go to select asset, my asset will be added here. Once it is added, it says 7 columns and the size is 3.53 KB. I will click on these three options here to preview my data. Okay, once I preview the data, it will look like this. All right. So if you have been able to attach the data to your machine learning model, then you are at this stage. For those who have not been able to reach here, I'm going to share the steps one more time, and then I will take a 1-minute pause and we will move ahead. Don't do anything here. No, yes, no, no, nothing. Okay. I will just guide you step by step. When you will leave this masterclass, you can explore this whole cloud as much as you want. Okay. Right now, just please follow with me, because the same error will occur, because I chose Dallas and I was able to move forward. Those who chose Frankfurt were not able to. Although we have solved this problem now, thanks to all of your help, we are going to move ahead with this step, but please wait here. I am going to repeat the last three steps one more time. Okay. So my PPT is here, and we were at this point, right? We were at this stage where we are configuring auto AI experiment. Now we are not uploading a data here. We are selecting the data from the project. So we'll click on this select data from project, and we will add this. We'll go to this column data asset, and we will add this data kidney stone detection.csv to our model. Okay, we'll select the asset and the asset will be added. We will click on these three things. We will preview our data. Our data is fine. And we will click on this cross here so that we are at this stage. Now, at this stage, it asks me to create a time series analysis. Now, time series analysis is for prediction, whether or predicting some trends which are in a time series, right? Like stock market data. So daily collect that data and you predict for the next 5 days. So weather data is just like that. You daily collect the weather data and you predict for the next 5 days. So if you are going to predict any future activity, then only a time series analysis will be created. Right now, we are doing classification, right? We are giving some data and we are classifying it if it is kidney stone or if the person does not have any kidney stone. So for classification purposes, we don't need a time series analysis one. Okay. So we click on this no option here. Now it says, what do you want to predict? We want to predict the target column, right? Because target is the one that we need to predict. If it is 0, then it will be no kidney stone. If it is 1, then it is a kidney stone. Okay. And we also need to define what is the positive in this case. That means if there is 1, then there is a kidney stone. We are detecting kidney stone, right? If we were detecting healthy patients, then we will choose 0 here, because for that would be our desired output, right? So we are detecting kidney stone. So positive class will be 1. For detecting no kidney stone, it will be 0. And the prediction type is binary classification. Why binary classification? Because there are only two things that we are predicting. Yes or no. Kidney stone or no kidney stone, right? And optimized it for accuracy and runtime. That means we are optimizing it for more accuracy so that it predicts better. Okay. Now, we can also configure this experiment by clicking on this experiment settings. So we click on this experiment settings and we can see that there are more options that we can choose from. Whether we need to use binary classification, multi-class classification, regression, time series forecast, time series anomaly prediction, or something. Okay. Right now, I don't need to do anything because it has already selected the best one for me. I will scroll down and yeah, I will see that there is this optimized metrics. And this optimized metrics is the metric is we are choosing this model for accuracy. Okay, so to maximize the accuracy, we can always also choose for average precision, and ROC. There are a lot of options here, but we are optimizing this for accuracy. So we'll select this one. We'll do nothing here. Okay, it is already optimized for the best thing. There will be some more options, and I will show these options when I will do it live with you. Okay. So let's do it live. I'll share my screen. We work together here, right? We are not going to create a time series analysis, right? We are predicting uh, uh, whether the person has a kidney stone or not. And in this column, we are predicting the target. So we will select target here. Okay, this one. Now, once we click target, it already shows the prediction type is a binary classification one because there are only two variables, 0 and 1. And positive class is 1, and we are optimizing it for accuracy and runtime. Now I will see the experiment settings. What can I change? I can change all of this: binary classification, multi-class classification, regression, and positive class is 1. If I was detecting no kidney stone or a healthy patient, then my positive class would be 0, right? And optimize metric, I am optimizing it for accuracy. Also, you can select algorithms. Okay, so there are algorithms like this: decision tree classifier, extra trees classifier, LGBM classifier, logistic regression, random forest. So I am asking it to use all of these algorithms. Okay, all of these algorithms to predict the desired outcome. Okay. And I will not do anything here. I will not select anything. I will not change anything because everything looks fine to me. I will just cross this from here. Okay, I cut this and I click on run experiment. Okay, so if you are here with me, if you are have configured this for target prediction, click on run experiment. Once you click on run experiment, it will start the experiment. Okay. Now this screen will be visible to you. It will take some time. Here you can see the progress. Okay. So it is pending kidney stone detection, starting the auto AI experiment. So it is starting it for me. And here it will show how much time has been elapsed. And it will take some time. I will take a little break. You look at this screen. If something pops up, I will let you know what is that. Okay. Okay, as it is taking some time, I will show you what it will look like, because a lot of you are already on the cloud doing it on Dallas. The server might take some time. So I'll share what it will look like. So once you run the experiment, it will start predicting. Now it will train and it will split the data into training data and test data. Here, training data with 90% of the data for training data and 10% for the holdout data, which is the test data. It is splitting this data, kidney stone detection, into training and test data. So it is showing me here that now it is splitting it. And after applying all these parallel pipelines, it will show a result like this. So all of these pipelines, all of the algorithms, it will try all the algorithms, regression, the decision tree classifier, random forest generator, XGBoost, all of these it will try, and it will select the best pipeline with the least error or the maximum accuracy, and star will occur on that pipeline. Okay, so let me see if my model has reached there. Yes, now it is doing, it is working, it is predicting, it is applying algorithms, it is 90% training data, 10% holdout data, it is applying all these algorithms. This one was the top algorithm till now, and now it is trying another one, and here it is applying that. Now this one is again the pipeline 4, the accuracy is 0.94. Now it has selected this one. This one has more accuracy, so star is on this algorithm now. So it is parallelly trying all these algorithms. So this pipeline 1, pipeline 2 with accuracy 0.880, pipeline 3 with 0.3934, pipeline 4 with 0.934. Also, you can see the name of the algorithm, extra trees classifier here. This one was decision tree classifier. This one also extra trees classifier, but with some other variable, right? This, and it is also applying this one, but it has accuracy of less than this one. So it started and experiment has been completed. So it took 3 minutes just to train this machine learning model, and it has detected that this pipeline is the best pipeline. That means the error for this pipeline is the least. So we'll click on this star here and we will see the model evaluation. So this is the ROC curve. That means that the model is finally being trained. And we can also see the confusion matrix here. Okay, that's the important thing. So what we do is we'll click on this confusion matrix, and this is the confusion matrix. So now confusion matrix tells that whether my model was perfect or not, or how much accurate was my model. So in this confusion matrix, with the test data, the 10% data that it had, out of 103, there would be around 13, right? 13 data for test. So out of 13 test data, if the data was 1, it predicted 1. That means it predicted true positive. Okay. The value was positive and it also predicted positive. So true positives are 6. Okay. Which means that it is working good. The actual value, that means the person had a kidney stone and it also predicted kidney stone in 6 steps. Okay. And the person had a kidney stone, but it predicted it had no kidney stone in 0 steps. So it is very good in detecting a kidney stone. Okay. Now, for healthy patients, for 3 patients who were healthy, it predicted that they had a kidney stone. Okay. So for 3 patients, it predicted a false positive. He was actually they were actually healthy, and it predicted that they had a kidney stone. So false positive. For 2 people, it predicted, sorry, it's false negative. Sorry, false negative, false positive, and for this it is true negative. True negative because it was negative and it predicted negative. Okay, so we see this confusion matrix, and with this confusion matrix we can tell the accuracy of my system. So my accuracy of my system is 72.7%. That means that for 72.7% times, it will predict a right outcome. It is still more than 50%, so it is a very good model, but not very perfect because it is not giving me more than 90%, right? So what we will do is, now we will save this model. We'll click on this. Okay, wait here if you are, I will just wait here because you need to put this as a deliverable for today's class. So if you are here, please take a screenshot of this page with your name here. Okay, your name should be here. Screenshot of this page like this. Okay, I'm taking a screenshot. So this one. So you take a screenshot. Your name should be mentioned here. Please take this screenshot and save it because this you will need to attach to your today's attendance. Okay. So here, if you here, if I will just show you one more step how to reach here. So if your model is working and it has generated results, you will go to this star here. Also, you can scroll down and click on this model, the first one, which has star. So you click on this model, you will see the model performance and you will go to confusion matrix that will tell you the model accuracy. Okay, so your model is 72.7% accurate. You will take a screenshot of this screen and save it for attaching it to today's attendance. All right. Now, if you are here and have taken a screenshot, I'll just take a breather for the next 30 seconds. Let me know if you have taken a screenshot in the chat box by giving me a thumbs up. Okay. All right. So some people are asking me the concept of confusion matrix. Okay. So the confusion matrix tells us the accuracy of our model. That means that how the model performed on the test data. So in this model, the model performance, we can judge the performance of a model using confusion matrix. So confusion matrix tells me that if a, so in this case 13 samples were taken, right? 10% of the test data, of the data, that is the test data. So in this confusion matrix, here on this right panel, left panel, I have this observe. What is the actual result of the test samples? Because we already know the result, right? And this is the predicted result. So the first column, there were there were 6 patients for which the prediction was that they had kidney stone and they also had kidney stone. So it is a true positive, right? Because they had kidney stone and the model also predicted the kidney stone. So 6 people had a true positive. And this false positive, this column depicts false positive. That means that if the patient had kidney stone and it did not detect the kidney stone, then there would be value here. But the model is very good because for people who had kidney stone, it did not predict that they were healthy at any point. Okay, it might be a little bit confusing. Of course, the name is there, the confusion matrix, but let me just explain it so that you understand it better. Now, if there were healthy patients, but if the prediction was unhealthy, then that shows that it is a false positive, right? Positive is there, but it is false because the person was healthy, but it is detecting that it is unhealthy. So this is false positive. Now, this last column is false negative. Okay, so that means the person was healthy. Sorry, true negative. The person was healthy and the prediction was also healthy. Okay, so in this confusion matrix, the model 6 times it predicted right for the people who were healthy, who had kidney stone. It predicted kidney stone. Two times it predicted right, because two times it predicted unhealthy healthy patients, and they were healthy also. Three times it predicted wrong, because it predicted kidney stone, but they were unhealthy. Okay, so this confusion matrix, you will take a screenshot of this with your name here, and now we will save this model. If we are satisfied with this model, we will save this. Save as. Now we can save it as a notebook. If you are familiar with Python programming, and you have worked with Anaconda or Jupyter notebooks before, so you will save this as a notebook. Okay, so let's save it as notebook. You will see that we have this environment, Python 3.10, Auto AI ML, four video CPUs, that means 4 GPUs, and 16 GBs of RAM. So that means that we are accessing 64 GBs of GPU RAM. Okay, and we will click on this create option, and the notebook is being created. It will load, and it will be saved here, saved notebook successfully. And you can click on this view in project to view the, yeah, just cross this one, view the notebook. Okay, so this is the notebook that is generated, and it has the Python program. It is importing all these libraries. So it already also tells you which libraries you will need. So you will need to install IBM Watson X AI or pip install. So if you are installing it with pip, or if you are installing it with Conda, that's your choice. Then you install scikit-learn, which is a very popular library for machine learning. And you are ignoring the warnings, and here is the code for, so it takes help of from it takes some libraries from IBM Watson X, data connection and container location, that can locate this file to the data that you uploaded on the IBM cloud. And it will also show you the metadata, that means the deployment URL. This is the deployment URL, project ID is this. And then go to here where it is reading the data, and it is also using transformers to see the data. There is a lot of code, and you need to have a very solid understanding of this code to tweak this. Okay, now here is this training the pipeline model, scikit-learn. It is importing get scorer, and from here it is scoring it on the matrix, and you are splitting the data into X train, Y train, and X text, Y test. So yeah, this is the Jupyter notebook. Now what we can do is we can download this Jupyter notebook from here. We can click on this link, and it will be downloaded. You will just download it on desktop. I'll just quickly do that. And yeah, it is downloaded for me. Now I can use this Jupyter notebook to train this Jupyter notebook with another data. It is already trained with this data. I can use, so if I say that 103 models were not enough for correct prediction, so I will use more samples in my data, and will use that data to train this model again, so that it trains better, and the confusion matrix is satisfactory. Okay, so now that's so I have downloaded this. I will share my screen so that I can show you how to use it with Anaconda. So if you have Anaconda in your system, if you don't have, and if you don't know about Python coding, no worries. You don't need Python coding at all. But if you want to develop something advanced, then what you can do is you can go to this Anaconda navigator, and you can open this Jupyter notebook, and you can launch it. And you can open a project. So I have saved it on desktop, and where did I get that? Not this. Sorry, I think it's in downloads, right? Let me just save it to documents so that I can retrieve it, because I think my path is not for desktop. Let me just quickly copy it, go to documents, and now it will be in my documents. Or this. All right, let me just retrieve it. Till then, you also download this file, and that's not actually important for this lesson because I'm not going to teach you coding. So if you have this downloaded, then it's fine. If you are into coding, you can use this. So here I did it yesterday. So you just click on this. You can see that file. You can see all of that file in the Jupyter Notebook. And here is how you can so there are instructions on how you can change the methods and all. So if you are interested in this programming, and if you are an advanced level programmer, you can use this. Right now, no need. If you are not a programmer, then we will do this or deploy this in the cloud itself. So let's do that. Let's focus on deployment more. So what we'll do is now we will go back to our projects, and we will choose this. We'll click on the Auto AI experiment, which we did here. And we will go back to our experiment and select the top algorithm and go to this pipeline 4, and we will save that as model. Okay, so we will do that. We'll go to
Amit, actually, your screen is freezed. You are not
okay,
able to see the steps.
okay. Sorry for that. So what we'll do is, okay, so yeah, if you have downloaded, you can go to your Jupyter Notebooks and see it there. But if you have not, if you don't want to do it there, we will deploy this model here and test it in the cloud itself. We don't need to write a single digit of code to create our own machine learning model, right? That's the beauty of AI, that we don't need to specifically code things. So we have already made these tools for machine learning so that they can do this automatically. So we will go back to our projects because we already downloaded it in a Jupyter Notebook format. Now we will use the model to deploy it in the cloud itself. So what we will do is we will go back to project and click on this kidney stone detection, these three dots here. And we will again move back to this page. We will click on this pipelines, and we will use this top pipeline, which is pipeline 4, and we will save that as model now. Okay, save that as model, and we'll create that model, and it will be saved that model, and we will click on this to go to the model. Here we will be seeing these values and the variables in which it is stored. Okay. Now we will promote this model to deployment space. Deployment space is the space where we deploy all these machine learning models. So what we will do is we will click on this promote to deployment space, and we will create a new deployment space. We'll click on this one, and we will name this at kidney stone detector. We will select a machine learning service instance. In my case, it's machine learning RW, I guess, and it will add that to the deployment space. I will click on this check mark, go to the model in the space after promoting it, and click on promote. Okay, and I will see a page like this. Okay, let's do it slowly. You also are at this step, I guess. Let me just open that. Okay. No. Okay, I was here. So you were here, right? And what you will do is you will click on this one. Okay, this kidney stone detection here to go to project. Okay, So you will be seeing this page. You go to this kidney stone detection so that you reach to this project and click on this assets one here. Okay. Click on assets and you'll be seeing all of your assets. And here, click on this kidney stone prediction one. You have your notebook, you have a auto AI experiment, you have a CSV file. These three things we created, right? So we click on this kidney stone prediction and we will reach here. Okay. For those who have not been able to see this, I will repeat the steps. Go to kidney stone detection on this top right. Okay. And click on assets and click on kidney stone prediction. So we have this. Now here we will select the top pipeline. This was the top pipeline, right? This was generating the least error. The accuracy was 0.934. So we will go here. We will save this as a model. Okay, select model here. And the description is not mandatory. So I will just create this model. Now it is creating me the model and a green check mark will occur here on the right window. It says saved model successfully and you click on this view in project. So you view it in project and it will show you variables and the variable type, double or for all this. You click on promote to deployment space and yeah, the target space. So you click on this target space and create a new deployment space here. So I'm promoting my model to a deployment space. A deployment space is where I can deploy my models. So you will click on create a new deployment space here and you name it kidney stone prediction and no need to attach the description and click on this select a machine learning service and add this Watson machine learning KB, the instance, right? You add this instance here and let it validate. Till it gets validated, you also reach here. I will take a short break. Okay, so it is done for me. I will just click on create and the space kidney stone prediction is being created. I will just repeat the steps of creating the space. So you go to this here. Sorry, we were here. Okay. Yeah. So what we do is we will click on this kidney stone detection. Wait, here. And we will be shown our assets and we click on kidney stone detection and we select this pipeline, save that model as a model, name it, click on create and the model will be saved successfully and click on this link to go to that model, right? And click on promote to deployment space. So we'll deploy this. We'll create a new deployment space by clicking this create a new deployment space and kidney stone detector is the deployment space name. And I click on create. There is one more step. You have to select a machine learning service instance here and select the bottom one and then click on create and the space is being prepared and this space will be here. Okay. So I'll quickly go back to my, here I was there. Okay, some error occurred to me. Uh, yeah, let me just select this development. Let's wait for some time. There is error occurring and I am doing it again. Let me know if it is working for someone. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Right now, it's giving me some unexpected error. Yeah, 502. There must be some error in the cloud. There's only one person it is working for, Afrin. It is working for you. A lot of people are facing the same error. Okay, let me just change the name. Let us, yeah, let's do KSD, kidney stone detection. I don't think it should be different for all of us. And let's see if it is validating that name. We might be creating the same name, same deployment space. It might be a problem like that. Let's see if it is working right now. So I'm typing it KSD. Let's type some different name. Let's type some different name. So I have started with KSD. So just KSD1, KSD2, something else. Let me know if it is working for you after changing the name. Okay. Now there are too many requests of the same name. I guess that's why it is not validating the request. Yes. Yes, I am getting a query on chatbot of that you are not able to access the code. Uh, Shobna, this is not the code that you need to put it here. It should be a 32-digit code. You need to generate it from the Skillsbuild software downloads website. Please refer to my Masterclass 4. Okay, go to Masterclass 4 YouTube. Check it. Check the link there. There you will see what code you need to enter. Let me just, it will not validate this for me also. Okay, let me just validate, let me just not show you my screen. Let's validate it with your own name in the end. Okay, so it will not validate if you are also validating the same name. Okay, so we can't create so many same deployment spaces. So I guess we'll need to change the name. Please don't use KSD here. Please use some other name. Okay, use your team name if possible. Thank you for the suggestion. It's in the chat bot. Somebody said that you can use the team name. All right. So no worries. I will just show you the steps. I have recorded this in my PPT yesterday. So we were here and it will go to this step once it, promotes, once it gives validation to this. So, and I will click on this promote option here. And after this, I will see a screen like this. So here I can click on this new deployment and I'll go to space settings for attaching my machine learning service instance. I'll go to this space settings. And on the right, I can attach the service instance. I'll click on this one, attach the service instance and click save. Once I do that, uh, my service instance will be added here. Okay, I will go to my deployment. I will go to my deployments and I will see that my kidney stone detector would be there deployed. Okay, the status will be deployed. When I click on this kidney stone detector, it will show me all of these API that I can use it with. I'm not interested in APIs. I will just test this. So I can use this here also. So but when I click on test, I can add the input on this. So gravity, pH, osmo, conductivity, urea, and calcium. So when I put all of these values here and I click on predict, it will predict me if the person or if the patient has kidney stone or not. So the accuracy would be 72.5% because I had less data. What I can do is I can change the data set, or I can increase the samples for better prediction. And the more the data that I can provide to Watson Studio, the better it will work. So let's wait if it is not validating. Okay, let me just share some other screen and enter a name that you don't know, so that I can get the validation. If it is working for someone with a different name, let me know in the chat box. It's a server error. I know that a lot of us are on the server at the same time. It might occur. Okay, not working with another name. Yeah, Mas is saying that it is working. Yeah, so let's see. Working with other name, Devang says that it's working with other name. So let's do this that we let's wait for some time. And you already know the process. I will let you know the process and let me move ahead in this lecture. So the process is to add a name here and click on create. I will share my screen where I have already done it before. I will share it with, yeah. So what we were at step this, right? So we were creating a deployment space. We created this kidney stone detector and you click on create. Space is being prepared, and here I will select on this, go to the model in the space after promoting it, and I promote this model. And here I will create a new deployment because I now need to deploy this model to the space. And I will associate a machine learning instance with this by going to space settings and click on select a machine learning model. And yeah, I will see this in the deployments. I will go to deployments, and in the deployments, there will be a kidney stone detector. So it will be deployed, and I will click on this one and I test this with the data that I have. So it will predict whether the person has kidney stone or not. All right, so you can try this after some time as the cloud gets free, so you can try it after this masterclass as well. So let's quickly move ahead in our masterclass. So we have already being short of 10 minutes over the attended time. So we will quickly fill our attendance. Today's attendance code is APJ Kalam. Okay, and the deliverable that you have to give is the screenshot of the confusion matrix. Okay, some people are saying that what screenshot that you need to attach for this, you need to attach the screenshot of the confusion matrix. I asked you to take a screenshot of the confusion matrix. If you are not able to take that screenshot, I'll show you how to take that screenshot again. Okay, so I am here. I had that model with me. I'll go to this. I'll just skip this. I'll go to kidney stone detection, and to this asset that I have it here, this prediction one, auto AI experiment, and I will go to this pipeline which has the highest accuracy, and I'll go to this confusion matrix. I'll take that screenshot along with the name so that I know that you have created this project, you have reached to a state where you have created the confusion matrix, right? So you take a screenshot of this and attach it with the form that is in this attendance. Also, my team is sharing you the attendance. Okay, my screen is frozen. All right, all right. Sometimes this, okay. So what I do is I go to this kidney stone detection and go to this kidney stone prediction, that is the auto AI experiment. And here you click on this pipeline that was the highest accuracy, and you go to the confusion matrix from here, and you take a screenshot and upload it to, yeah, to this. link. All right. So you have the QR code, and this is the attendance code. You need to fill it in APJ Kalam, and the deadline to fill this is 27th of June 2024. Okay, so the attendance link is also in the chat box. Now let's move forward with our final project, right? So we need to develop a final project, and I know that a lot of you have already been thinking on the problem statements. So our problem statements should be from all of these 17 sustainable development goals that United Nations have for 2030. That means no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being. This is one that we touched upon today, that we can provide an early intervention to patients who are struggling with kidney stones, right? Quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, and all of the in the bottom ones: climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions. I'll show you how your problem statements might look like. So if you are creating on zero hunger, your problem statement might look like a AI solution that can predict crop yields. Okay, based on the data. You learned today how to use IBM's Watson to do predictions, as well as to work on data and predict something. So you can design an AI solution to predict crop yields and optimize farming practices based on weather patterns, soil health, and crop management techniques. You need to define the problem. You need to identify the variables that you need to collect. You can also use a data that is pre-trained. So you go to kaggle.com, you will be finding databases which are already being curated by people all over the world. So the goal is to increase agriculture productivity on the base of the data. So the data will facilitate in decision making. You can also make on good health and well-being. That means you can make a AI ML model to predict chronic diseases like diabetes, heart disease, or cancer. So if you can get a database of to detecting all of these diseases, then you can design a ML model for that. For quality education, you can design a AI-powered personalized chatbot. You have already learned how to design your chatbot. For affordable and clean energy, you can design a chatbot that can help household and businesses to optimize their energy consumption, right? So these are some of the examples that I am giving you as a problem statement. You need not pick the same statement and design something out of these, but you need to focus on all these SDGs that United Nations has. Pick up a problem, create a problem statement, and then design your own AI and ML solution. You can use chatbot, or you can use the training that you did today to design your own model. And for the final submission, you can submit it to us. The deadline for the final submission is 30th. That means on 30th, you have 5 days to think of a problem, design a solution, and let us know what you are designing. You will also have to prepare a full report of that. My team will reach out to you with these problem statements and any help that you need regarding submission of your final projects. All right, so I will just show the attendance one more time. It was amazing session with all of you. All of you were so much engaged. I know that a lot of people have reached to the confusion matrix. And if you have not, then watch this lecture again on YouTube. Follow these steps. People who are stuck at the final step and the cloud is not responding, we will do it at some other interval when all of us are not logging in together, so that we have less congestion at that time. One more time, thank you so much. I enjoyed in this masterclass. See you there again on 27th, where we will design more efficient chatbots. Again, thank you so much for those who are submitting their chatbots. Remember, the deadline for submitting your chatbot link is 26th. That is tomorrow. So please design your chatbot using the video of the last masterclass. Submit it to me. A very good evening and a very good night to all of you. Over to you, Rashika.
Thank you so much, Amit, for such a fruitful session. So I am here to address some of the queries. So, like many of the students are I mean, they are not able to log in to the cloud. So we have circulated one grievance form wherein you need to attach the screenshot. Okay, so my colleague Ruturaj will be sharing the link of grievance form on the chat box. Second of all, like many of the students are, texting us, WhatsApping, and they are also doing the mails like, ma'am, where we need to submit our second deliverable, which is getting started with AI fundamentals. So I'm here to clear your confusion. You need to submit the second deliverable in the dashboard, which we have prepared. So I will be quickly sharing the screen with you. If you could see my screen, we have prepared one dashboard specially for you, wherein you need to upload the second deliverable, which is getting started with AI. See, if the first, you need to enter is email ID or the unique ID, the same ID wherein you logged in to the platform. I will just enter one mail ID to show you the demo. See, I have, entered one unique ID or the mail ID which is given by the college, and my college name is Phinolex Academy of Management and Studies. So I will just quickly, log into the platform wherein you can see your mail ID, college name, and your name is already mentioned. There is one option which says submit. So you need to upload your second deliverable, which is getting started with AI. The pink badge you need to submit, you need to upload the certificate by clicking on the submit button. And as mentioned by Amit, the revised deadline of second deliverable is shifted from 25th of June to 28th of June. So you have ample of time for the students who are not able to, log in onto the platform. Please, there we are sharing the grievance form. And apart from that, we are also receiving mails and WhatsApp that, ma'am, we are not login. We are facing the problem to log into the platform. Please attach the certificate in their forms only. WhatsApp messages and mails will not be entertained because we are receiving tons of messages from students. So I request everyone कि आप अपना screenshot grievance के form में ही submit करो, ना कि हमें आप WhatsApp या तो फिर mail पे भेजो. Okay. Thank you so much for hearing me out. We will be meeting in the next masterclass, which is scheduled on 27th of June. Good day, everyone, and take care.